Nadi Shodhana pranayama, also known as alternate nostril breathing. So this particular breathing technique is one of the seminal breathing techniques in yoga, and it's also a wonderful preparation for meditation. And you can see in the name Nadi, and what breathing technique is doing is it's actually helping us to purify the nadis. Now remember, the nadis are those intricate pathway of energy that goes through the energetic kosha. And it's that connection of that energetic kosha to the mind, the mental kosha, and the physical kosha that enables the mind-body connection to happen. So by purifying the nadis, prana is going to start to flow more freely through the Sushumna channel. And when prana flows more freely through the Sushumna channel, the main energetic channel, then we're going to be able to open up some or awaken some of those dormant areas of the brain with practice. And because we're also alternating from breathing in from one nostril to the other, we're actually enabling ourselves to balance the right and left hemispheres of the brain, as well as those sun and moon aspects. Remember, in Hatha Yoga, we're trying to balance sun and moon. And it also helps us bring some clarity and balance and a sense of calm to our emotions and to our body and to our mental state. And this one's interesting is that it also can help us alleviate headaches. So if you have, mild to moderate headaches, this is a great breathing technique to work with. And it also helps reduce some frenetic mental states. And Nadi Shodhana also helps normalize the heating and cooling cycles of the body and also the circadian rhythm. So you're going to be able to sleep a lot better. And in doing this, we're developing that keen sensitivity to prana, where we're going to be able to start to feel how the prana is actually shifting and moving in our bodies with a continued practice. And the little details of this breathing technique are actually quite important. And the great thing, before I move on, is that contraindications, really not a lot. If you're very, clogged up, sinus issues, can't breathe, obviously it's going to be challenging to do this breathing technique. But other than that, there really aren't any contraindications. So it's very much accessible to all of us. And also, because it is such a seminal technique, it's great that it is accessible to almost all of us. So with all the breathing techniques, we want to sit up nice and tall, whether you're sitting in a chair or whether you're sitting on the floor. Spine is long so that we have that nice, the Sushumna channel is lengthening along the spine. And as I said, the details of this are going to be important. So we're going to bring our forefinger and thumb of our left hand together on the back of the knee. With the right hand, we want to try to come into Vishnu Mudra. Now, because of some hand injuries I've had, this is a challenging mudra hand gesture for me to do. But if you can, you're going to take your forefinger and your middle finger, you're going to bring it down to the pad of your thumb. And then your ring finger and your pinky finger and your thumb will extend up. Now, because of that hand injury, I'm not going to be able to maintain that mudra for this breathing technique. But if you could do it, great. And remember how we have those other two energetic nadis, energetic channels, the Ida and Pingala, and how they start at the base of the spine and they kind of crisscross across the chakras and they end at the left and right nostrils. Well, this is where this comes in, this hand gesture, or how we do the placement of the thumb and the ring finger on the nostrils. Because it ends right where the cartilage ends here, we want to try to make sure that the ring finger presses in to that area where the soft tissue and the cartilage meet, and the thumb presses in on the other side right there. So it's not right here at the base of the nostrils. We want to keep that keen sensitivity, building that keen sensitivity to prana, and by placing the hands there, we're going to help ourselves develop that sensitivity. So you're going to actually take your ring finger and you're going to close off the left nostril. And again, spine is tall, chin is moving slightly in, and just it's better to close your eyes if you can, or of course you can, but just close the eyes for this. And then you're going to inhale through the right nostril. Take a nice complete inhale, and then when you exhale, you're going to take your thumb, you're going to close off the right nostril. And then you're going to open up the left nostril by releasing the finger and exhaling fully and completely. And then you're going to inhale again through the left nostril. At the end of that inhale, you take your finger and close off the left nostril and then open up right and then exhale. Just alternating, breathing in through the right, closing off, exhaling left, inhaling left, closing off, exhaling right, inhaling right, closing off and exhaling left, inhaling left, and close off, and exhale right completely and fully. Now what you notice is what I was doing is I was actually letting the thumb and the ring finger come off of the nose just for demonstration purposes. However, when you're doing this, try to keep contact with the flesh of the nose so that we can keep that keen sensitivity building. When we release that, we're not keeping the contact. It's really important to do that. And then also thinking about when you breathe in and you breathe out, just keeping an equal length of breath. So if you inhale 4 through the right, you're going to exhale 4 through the left, inhale 4 through the left, and then exhale 4 through the right. Now, keep in mind, because this is such a seminal breathing technique, there are a lot of variations to it. I'm just giving you the basic outline of it, and from there we'll build on. There'll be future videos that will enable us to go a little bit deeper after we've practiced this and this has been established into our regular practice. And I just want to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Oh, right down here, AM, PM. So I've made this little note here. Now I started off breathing in through the right. That's because it's afternoon where I am. And so when you're doing alternate nostril breathing, you will start breathing in through the right nostril if you're doing this breathing technique in the afternoon, after 12 o'clock p.m. Now, if you're doing your pranayama in the morning, you're going to want to breathe in through the left nostril first. And then you'll end breathing out through whatever nostril that you began. So if you inhale through the left to start, you'll complete the pranayama practice exhaling through the left. And then if you begin the practice inhaling on the right, you'll end the practice exhaling on the right. And there's benefit to doing this, and there's reasons behind it that are a little more in-depth than I'm going to go into for this particular series, but maybe perhaps for another lecture. So hopefully that was, fairly clear. And as always, just listen to the video again and go through it, and we're going to have a pranayama practice at the end that we'll practice together.